What's up guys, welcome to the first episode in Weird Story Newsy Things. Basically what I hope to do in this is find 3 stories a week and explain them to you, or try my best to explain them to you. I'm going to be trying to find as fucked up things as I can, and if I can't find stuff like that, I'm just going to find weird things that people have been doing around the world. So, today's first story is headlined, "Court says Pastafarian has right to wear strainer hat." This is a guy called Lucas Novi from the Czech Republic has successfully argued that he should be allowed to wear a pasta strainer. For those of you who don't know what a pasta strainer is, I'll put a little picture up here. When you cook pasta, you put your pasta, it's got little holes in it, it's like a sieve. And he's earned the right to wear one on his head in all legal photographs. Like, in the UK, you're not allowed to smile in your passport. This dude's wearing a pasta strainer on his head. It says here, Novi belongs to the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, a parody religion whose followers believe that a giant invisible monstrosity made of spaghetti and meatballs created the universe after drinking heavily. I thought my country were fucked up. I live in the UK, we're not allowed to do anything because of health and safety, but this guy is wearing a pasta strainer on his head. On to the second story, guys. This second story is dead woman opens eyes and stops organ harvest. So this story is it's not what I first interpreted. I thought she'd been dead and then come back to life, but it says here, the operation still went ahead, disregarding a nurse's observation that the patient had been showing signs of improvement and was not, in fact, dead. So she wasn't dead at all, but they still proceeded as if she was dead to remove organs. The woman had overdosed on Xanax and other drugs, which Xanax, I believe, is an anxiety pill, and the doctors concluded she had suffered not only a cardiac death, which is death of the heart, but irreversible brain damage. Neither was actually true. Doctors scheduled the organ removal even after a nurse noticed the woman's toes curled during a reflex exam, so she was still moving. It sounds to me she was a bit comatose. So she was responding to all the tests, yet they still went ahead and did the death, tricky, cutty-uppy thingy. And it says, sadly, the patient was released from hospital 2 weeks after the incident, but she killed herself more than a year later. And the third story today, guys, is zoo tries to pass off dog as lion. This is a story about a Chinese zoo who tried to pass off a fluffy dog as an African lion. The animal was barking. The zoo in the People's Park of that one, has substituted a Tibetan Mastiff. If you don't know what a Tibetan Mastiff is, it's one of the, in fact it's the most expensive dog in the world. The most expensive one was sold for over $1 million, or whatever their currency is. And they're basically just a ridiculously fluffy dog, as you can see from the photo on screen now. And they're expensive. They're used in like Chinese gangs as a as a symbol of wealth sort of thing. They tried to say it was a lion, and it says here, another dog was labelled as a wolf, a white fox, and was labelled as a leopard, and 2 rodents were residing in a snake's cage. So basically what this Chinese zoo has done, have got a collection of dogs and just tried to pass them off as different animals. Who would be that stupid not to notice that? That's it for this episode, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments if you think it's a good idea for a series. You're going to be seeing one of these every week, hopefully with 3 stories. I'll try my best to find weird, fucked up shit. It's not going to be hard in the world we live in today. But thank you very much for watching. If you could like, subscribe, and also go over to a channel called Aaron Alderman. There's going to be a link in the description. He produces the music you've been listening to in the background. Is all his original work, so if you could go over there, subscribe, and tell him you came from them 2 British guys, it would be great, thanks. And also, if you follow both of us on Twitter, Bailey's Twitter is @British_guy_1, and I am @BritishGuy_ whatever I said 2. They're also going to be in the description below, guys, so thank you very much for watching, and see you next week.